Hello everyone and welcome to Moonride, where we're channeling the man on the moon. If you do get a chance, take a look at my Patreon page. I am finally starting a blog, and that blog includes messages from Anita and Anne, who are also doing some magnificent channeling. Do take a look. I'll try to put the link here at the bottom of my video. Alright, today we're just going to take a look at Trump and whoever comes up. I already got kind of a message about Trump. I think he's up to something, but we'll see if there's anyone else who comes up. Let's see. All right, what's Donald doing? By the way, anybody really smart video watcher has come up with an idea, and that is throw out some names for Donald Trump. You know, what's a moniker that will stick? I know we've been trying for a while. It seems like we can make up names like Moscow Mitch, but we still haven't gotten a name for Donald that sticks. Let's see. Yeah, Donald is looking especially evil today. I don't know what he's got up his sleeve. So Donald is actually holding a big club, like a big, huge club, like a caveman. And he's doing almost like a whack-a-mole thing. He's like, bam, 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 trying to put out some fires there. I think that what Donald's doing is totally self-destructive right now. One of the problems is the whack-a-mole sort of thing is whenever he does that, he actually smashes Republicans that are running for Senate or House. You might notice that a bunch of people a bunch of Republicans have said they will not run in the next election because they don't anticipate being able to take the House. Yeah, there's some specific senators, they're a little bit less well known, that he's really ruined their chances of succeeding. And these are senators and members of the House. There's one guy's face in particular, but I can't recall his name. He's a lesser-known guy. But I think the important thing is that Trump is really ruining his party's chances of a win. McConnell's going down. That's the message that I keep getting. If you watched this week's Psychic Violetta, got that as well. Yeah, Trump is just going to destroy, destroy, destroy. And in that destruction will be his own destruction. It's like a really funny image. You know, if you've got this big club and you're trying to smash a mountain, but you don't hit the mountain, you just hit the snow on the top, right? So nothing's really accomplished with this banging around, but nothing but destruction. Nothing helpful happens for him. What else? And you know, the other thing I see is a clock. So I get the kind of feeling like time is of the essence, or over time it's going to get worse, or it's one of those old clocks with the alarm on it. And he's just smashing everything. He's actually not smashing the clock, but he's looking at the clock. It's like the clock is ticking. He's getting closer and closer to the election, and he's more and more, without direction. He's just destroying everything. Yeah, don't be surprised if he destroys more norms, if we get closer and closer to absolute destruction of the Constitution under Trump. That is his game. He will take that as far as he can. You might just think of Trump as a sort of ogre, as a sort of agent of total destruction before everything is rebuilt. It's just him going around with his club. Yeah, and there is harm to people. I get specifically harm to women. I don't know why, but I see a woman and she's avoiding she looks very sad, and it's like she's avoiding his club. But this woman is a survivor. This woman has secrets and secret powers. She may be symbolic. I feel like she could be both. But there's something secret about this power that is opposing to him. He can hit it with a club, but he cannot see it. You might think of Marianne Williams. Is it Williams or Williamson? It's amazing how she snuck onto that stage the other day. You might notice also how the media has really attacked her. So, how did she get there? That's a real question. Maybe it had something to do with our own visioning when we visioned a new and better government. But she got in there, man, and she's doing some work behind the scenes. Again, I think this could be a symbolic person, but also, real. Anything else from Trump? He's playing a game. He's playing a game of poker. Now remember, his casinos all went bust, so he's not very good at this game. But he's playing a game of poker. It's a sort of all or nothing game, and that's how high the stakes are. The chances are, against him as he's playing at a casino, right? And he's not the casino; he's the player. So the chances are not good for him. It's an all or nothing game. That's what you can expect, is all or nothing. He's just going to go for whatever works, whatever sticks. There are political problems on the horizon with foreign countries because, interestingly enough, Trump does not seem to want to go to war with anyone, which might be all of our biggest fear. This seems to be a line which maybe Republicans have told him he cannot cross. He can't start another war. And that this would, cost him. If you try to do that, that would be a bust. So he's got everything else going to destroy, but he can't go there. So he's sort of frozen. He's not able to negotiate. He's not able to battle with... it looks like Iran and North Korea. He's not able to do anything. This will be his undoing. All these nations are putting more and more pressure on the United States, Russia, China, and he has no way to get out of it. He has no way to negotiate. There's no points on his side. And, the other thing is pretty much virtually every foreign country hates him. No one is going to join America's team under Trump. Nobody's going to back us up because they hate him. And they don't trust him. And they know that they will always be on the losing end of any kind of negotiation. Any kind of agreement, he will cheat them. So no one's wanting to work with him on the international stage, which means not much is getting done. Other powers are, blowing past us right now. So, Trump, Spirit, I'm seeing Epstein. I'm seeing Epstein and young girl. And him. And I get the feeling this girl knows something about both of them. She's sort of standing in between the two of them, and he's looking really enraged. Oh, and Epstein's standing there with the girl, and he's looking like, we've got something to tell. We've got a lot to tell. Wow, there is proof out there that Trump had something to do with Epstein's proclivity for children, and there is something there. They're trying to cover it up right now. William Barr is doing everything he can to cover it up for him. And William Barr is, I see him behind bars, and he is acting like a criminal. This is essentially a criminal manipulation of the truth. Now, we already knew that a la Mueller, but this is even more serious. They're trying to cover up crimes. They're trying to hide evidence. But that's what's interesting is I still see this girl they're looking very calm. Epstein and the girl are actually looking calmly at Trump while he freaks out. So I think Epstein might spill the beans, or at least that's what he's holding out. Like, you better do a good job for me, Donald, or I'm going to tell everybody, you better make sure that I get a easy sentence or something. Or, you take away whatever punishment I have. That's what's going on right now. Somebody really needs to take a deeper look at how this is happening. I'm just hoping that there's somebody on the inside of the Justice Department who is noting what is being hidden and what is being covered up. I have seen in the past that that is happening. Spirit, are we still sure that something's happening? Is somebody taking note of the cover-up? Again, I see Barr behind bars. Eventually he's going to get caught doing this. And the girl is pointing at Trump. She's pointing like he's the one he did it. Mm. Hmm. This information might not come out until February. Hmm. Hmm. Something to do with injury. There's children in hospital beds. Trump is somehow connected to the injury, and I see specifically 3 hospital beds with children in them. I don't know if he harmed those children or he is in the process through his border patrol agents. I don't know quite what's going on. The spirits, block some information because there's some stuff I can't see because I don't like it. Yeah, there's like Red Cross above each one, which makes me think it's the border stuff. Mm. Spirit, is there anything else we need to know about Epstein? Again, I get a can of worms. He opens up a can and worms come out of it. The minute we get real information from Epstein, then it is going to be unstoppable. Ghislaine Maxwell, she's already talking. She's already telling them. And what is interesting is she's telling British authorities. So that is one way where the information is getting preserved, through British authorities. So that way Americans can't cover it up. Yeah, I see her sitting in an office with the British bobbies and crying and crying and crying. She knows what she's up against. She's going to go to jail. It's just a question of how long, right? So she is ready to talk. She has no choice but to talk. Mm. And one thing about Ghislaine, she's not a hardened person. She's from an aristocratic background, and she's totally humiliated by all of this, and the society that she lives in will reject her, so she's lost a lot, and she's looking at life behind bars. And as she's looking at that, she can't get her head around it. She's going to do anything to get out of there, and so she's going to tell the truth. Yeah, her plan is tell the truth, go to jail, write a book, so that she's got something to live on when she gets out of jail, and then go live in a foreign country. Right? She'll do anything just to get out of the situation. She will do what she needs to do, and she won't get out of it right away. She's going to go to prison for a while, like maybe 20 years or more. mm, 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 mm. So, Spirit, anything else? Also, Acosta. Acosta's going to have to start speaking up because he has broken the law. So, insofar as he's broken the law, he's going to take a look and decide on his own fate. He might have to start talking about who pushed him to do this, why, where the money came from, etc. There is a ledger. Somewhere there's a ledger. And I think that's the other thing that might have been in the safe, in Epstein's safe. There's some kind of ledger that has maybe money in it or names and stuff like that, that is a sort of blackmailable book. The man who's found the ledger is hiding it. Hmm. Hmm. He's hiding it. I'm just wondering if we're ever going to see it. Okay, he's hiding it, but he's putting it in a mailbox. He's putting it in a post office box and sending it to someone so that the information will be preserved. Because under the Justice Department, they will destroy the information to protect lots of important people. The book is as thick as a student yearbook. It's it's got tons of information, names upon names upon names. It's all waiting until New York has a sort of clear way to press these charges. This may not happen under Trump because they know that Trump will dangle pardons, Trump will obfuscate everything, he'll attack, and so they're just kind of sitting on it, waiting for the right time. Hmm. It might be that just before the election, some of the information will start coming out. So I get specifically Ivanka, whatever Ivanka's done, they might press charges against her, 3 months, 4 months before the election, just to get things started in anticipation of the fact that he will not win and that they can, sort of upset Trump and get closer to the truth just before he is elected. So this will be sort of in the news and in anticipation of the fact that he loses, and then they can prosecute. They may not prosecute a lot of people, but just one or two key people, such that the trial won't be finished before the election. It'll continue. Specifically Ivanka, and I often see Ivanka as the weak link in this chain. Yeah, watch her. Spirit, what should we expect? Is there anything more that we'd expect from the Epstein case? I'm being shown that it'll take a little bit of time. Yeah, it might be that we don't see much before this election because they're afraid that he will obscure everything and hide everything and destroy evidence. But it sure is going to drive Donald Trump crazy. If that gives you any satisfaction, be certain that Donald Trump's blood pressure is through the roof. This kind of stress is likely to push him over the edge, make him do foolish things, perhaps kill him, also just sort of drive him crazy and drive the people around him crazy. When people react with this kind of immediate anger, they throw that anger out, it does kind of create a pathway in their brain that is very stressful. It'll kill him. So if that helps you, if it just helps you watch him get annoyed, I really want to encourage every journalist out there to ask questions that are really upsetting to Donald and see his reaction and watch how crazy he gets. Oh, I'm seeing the debate. The debate between Donald does seem to be between him and Elizabeth Warren. I do get Sanders around someplace. Sanders, he might even be vice president. I'm not sure. Buttigieg is there. So I don't know who. Gosh, I see a bunch of them. a bunch of these candidates. Sanders, Warren, Buttigieg. So who is he? He seems to be arguing most directly with, sometimes it seems Warren, sometimes it seems Sanders. I wouldn't be surprised if these two are on the same ticket. And the thing about it is that Warren seems pretty calm and smart. And Trump does not seem calm or smart at all. He looks like a complete blowhard. And he's having a lot of trouble. The visuals on him are really bad. His face is just red. Yeah. Count on this when you look forward to the debates. This will be a real turning point as well. We'll see what Donald's like under pressure when he doesn't have any minders with him. All right? So thanks so much for watching.